What? Oh god, I went to the wrong scene. Where am I? What am I doing? What? Hello there. How are we doing? I am medicated, but I'll tell you what, it's not doing much. Let's go. We'll see how things progress during the recording, but for now, after like an hour, my mouth is just kind of dry. I do feel weird, but my executives still seem to be dysfunctional. Anyway, there was a little bit that happened that, wait, no, I need to do... We'll see which path I take, whether I do the fun path or the boring path. The fun path is going to be like, I was meant to stay on wait. Oh, whoa, we're not seeing that just yet. That'll come back later, don't worry about it. And then the easy path is, we did some stuff off stream recording. I don't stream. Off screen. We did some stuff. There was an interim where I popped the Saber Gordo and we made some more money. Whoop-de-doo. Now we have more labyrinths to explore. Terrifying. I know. I hate labyrinths. Labyrinths scare me. Labyrinths make me want to pee my pants and call my daddy. Anything weird that comes out of me, I could just blame the medication. It's perfect. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm just not used to the medication. That's everything that's wrong with me. It may not be doing what it's supposed to be doing, but it may be doing something. And that something may be something. Anyway, Bob, hello fellow human, has gifts for all you yay chicken, salt magma club, thank you. Hey B, I know it's silly to worry about the hard work you do out there all on your own, so I sent you a little care package. Thank you. Hi, boy, I got something special for you. Yeah, this is what it sounds like. Yeah, but now I'm not so sure. Thank you, mate. Oh, Beatrice, I was up all night trying to then finally found the green return home puzzle. Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to talk to you. Mochi. You can return my calls, that'd be great. Alright, so this requires some wild honey and then we can make it. We don't necessarily need it right now, but we might need it in the future. We can stop by the Starlight Shred, get some wild honey or whatever. Yeah, sure. Right. One thing that also happened, we got 50, we got a big vac storage enhancement. Our vac can store so much edge. Pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty neat. I like it. I'm happy about it. There we go. Do I know where honey is? I feel like I should. I really don't. Accidentally sucked a rooster. I want to be quiet, you know? But what I will at least say is that despite the medication not seemingly being effective as of right now, I am hopeful. Full stop. I'm hopeful. What is going on over there? That's not normal. You know, maybe the medication will... I've got to experiment a bit more with different ways to take it, I guess. I don't know. That sounds... Different amounts of food, you know? Before, after food. Maybe that could make a difference. So we'll see. We'll see if anything changes. But for now, I'm just glad that it doesn't seem to be murdering me. Which is good. As far as I can tell. I do kind of feel like I need to pee a lot though. That might be a problem. I'm not sure. I should have gotten a flutter plot while I was there. I could have gotten a better dashboard, so well. Here we go, let's just make this. Oh, pardon me, my friends. You know, let's go back to... Do we want to grab some stuff to, like, maybe shoot at some shadows? Or do we want to take the hunter plot? I saved that, and I was like, I need to use that for the statue that I don't remember where it is. I remember where it is, I think. Onwards to adventure! should have really bought some teleporter blueprints. Just, there's something... I don't feel like I can say it. But I'm going to. There's something very special about these recordings. And just that this is Slime Rancher, because that's a game that was very, very important and very notable in my youth, dare I say. Oh my goodness, I'm so young or whatever, I don't know. In my days watching YouTube and those that inspired me, you know, and then playing this game, not this game specifically, playing the first game, and then my own journey playing that game that wasn't recorded. And there's always a part of me that's like, damn, kinda wish I was recording it, or I could have recorded that. And now we have this. And I can record this, and I am recording this. And it's just... oh, it's nice. Shadow Slimes, I'll knock some shit out of you once I have more stuff in my hands. Or not! Oh hey, I actually hit you, I'm kinda surprised. Shit. Fuck. Can I shoot a plort at you to... oh wow, I can use your own plorts against you. Oh, and then they seem to be gone. Look at that. That's a pretty one. Wow. Alright, this place that we kind of rushed through before because we were disappointed in ourselves and we were hungry. That's a twin. Oh my goodness. Thought I almost saw something new. Still new. Still not used to them, I guess. Whee. Look at me. Oh. I'm hungry. Another Yoki. Hi, GG. Hi, Shadows. Come on. One more. Oh my goodness. Another one. Oh, that was so close. Yes. You are just fucking full of shit, aren't you? Thank you so much. Alright, well, there's another magma chrome. I had more than 3 magma chrome, didn't I? Like, shit. This is the problem. This is the heckin' problem. Another problem is that we do have 50 in our vac tank now, but we don't have 60, which means that we still can't open any of the shadow vaults. I guess. We can't open any of the shadow vaults in one trip. We're gonna need to, like, we can plop 50 in at once, and then we're gonna have to go back and get the final 10, and then we, whoop. That's a shadow vault. Am I? Yes, no, I am in the right spot. The place was just further, bigger, broader than I expected. Oh. Interesting. Take shit. Okay, I don't want to use all your shit at you. This is so fun. This is actually fun. This is such fun. This is fun, guys. They made a game and they made it fun. What the hell? Isn't that crazy? Should really keep track of the things that I have on hand to know how much I'm fucking losing by trying to feed these shadow slimes. That's a lot of phosphies. Here's the hunter statue. Bonk. And this opens to another... oh. And the music changed. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous even. It's the prettiest thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. It actually doesn't seem that expansive. Are there any flutters to feed this nectar to? Because I would. Oh. Hello, you. I was about to give you the I was about to go into the flutter voice with you. That's not for you, I'm sorry. I have to keep it consistent, you know. Oh, look at you. Wow. you so special. You see, I'm still trying to recreate it, and it's not really. I think I'm getting better. Not quite there. Wee. Wee. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oh, I don't have food. What do you like? Fruit and meat? Is there meat anywhere? There's fruit. Shit, this is a plot. Take it. God damn it. No. I forgot how annoying this was. Cat. There you go. I didn't realize they'd have red eyes. That's pretty cool. Bonk. Wow. Oh, there's another one. Well, you can feed yourself. And isn't... I feel like we could make a... an analogy towards parenting here. First child is like, oh my goodness, wow, eat up. The second one is like, yeah, just fuck it. Alrighty. Hello, bonk. Bonk. Oops. Okay, I'm just shooting the shit at them because it's easier. There's a lot of it. I don't have to be conservative. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello, sir. Why do you have glasses? Hold on tight, this slime's got places to be. Apparently we're giving this one an accent, the Turbo-tator. These adrenaline junkies can be found dashing around the terrarium, literally bouncing off the walls. Perhaps their energy feeds some sort of growth mechanism in the labyrinth. Or are they the result of such forces? Their hyperactive nature will keep any rancher on their toes, but the cool factor makes the effort totally worth it. Corralling these slimes is a gnarly challenge. They must constantly just discharge small amounts of energy in order to maintain equilibrium, and each burst sends them ricocheting off corral walls, dashing into trouble, and leaping off of cliffs in search of adventure. Don't follow too closely. The concentrated kinetic energy of these plants would make them perfect for producing radical next-gen energy drinks. However, some caution is needed when handling them. While a brief dose may energize you for an all-nighter of racing around the range, too much can give you the shakes. The kind that sends you into orbit. Into orbit. Alright. Okay! I wanted to take that plot, but you know what? You freed up a slot in my inventory, so that's cool, thank you. Can you do it too? Oh, there he goes! Wow. Wait, okay. Guys, I need you to give me like 13 plots. 13 plots, can we make that happen? 13 plots. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. This is based off what I know we can achieve and not based off what I saw Fortnite achieve. Okay. This is an interesting place with a lot of doors. Hello, Gigi. Oh, perfect. Oh my god, we have so many. Okay. Let's see what you have to say. Oh no. There's gold here. So even the terrarium is starting to be affected. At least it's probably still a useful shortcut. The gold's a problem, right? Anywhere close to the prismacore can be affected by its reality-altering properties. Materials changing from one to another, switching from solid to liquid or gas, flickering entirely out of existence. Outside the labyrinth, it's seemingly harmless changes, but here it's more dangerous. Imagine if the section of floor you're standing on vanished under you, or if the only door out became a wall of solid rock. And the gold? That seems to be the most potent of transmutations, and it's probably the fate of this world it left unchecked. If left unchecked. It all feels like King Midas from my storybooks. King Midas? It's an old myth about a king named Midas who wished to have all he touched turn to gold. He became rich beyond measure, but soon discovered that he could no longer eat or drink and withered away. When I first discovered the Prismacore, I was horrified at seeing the whole ecosystem turning to gold. I called for help, but those that arrived saw only the value of that gold. It ended in disaster when they tried to harness its full power. I won't let that happen again. We can't. So Shatari, make use of that shortcut. Right. I remember being one there. Though my memory isn't reliable these days. Shortcuts are funny things. Space and time are both full of shortcuts when you think about it. I mean, I used my memories of the area and quantum tech to set up these projectors. That's kind of a time-based shortcut. Physical shortcuts are maybe more recognizable, knowing there are quick ways back to places you've been before. It can make all the difference, right? It can completely change what you'd otherwise do. I know it has for me. Though, I suppose we often find ourselves in the same place in the end, one way or another. Time to head on. Talk to you soon, Beatrix. Thank you, GG. Well, I feel weird opening a shortcut when I haven't even explored the long cut. Alright. Maybe this is like a shortcut back to somewhere where we've already been, as is implied. Oh, this is such a cheap shortcut. So they're not all the same, I see. What a lesson we have learned today. Hi, Hypey. Woo! What are we gonna do with you? Hyper Dervish? I know what we're gonna do with you. That sounds like the most chaotic combination possible. Alright. Well, what's this button do? Listen to that gold jingle jangle. Oh? Is the roof going to open or something? Oh, no. Oh, we're going down. Dig me to ground! Is this the door that I saw before? Hello, hello. I only need 4 plots, otherwise I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest. Alright, looks like I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest. Did I lose a tin petal in the lava? I think I lost a tin petal in the lava. Oh, wait, there's one. There it is. Oh, there's another thing. And there's a broom plot. Here, quickly! Well, there was a convenient boom slime for being convenient and thankful and helpful and useful and lovely. I only have nectar though, so just in case. I don't know why I'm bringing you over here. Well, I turned off TARS, so you're safe. I'm cheating. Oh, maybe you'll have food. There you go. Eat up. There we are. You can, like, go back down the hole, back into where it's probably... You're more comfortable over there, right? More comfortable by the lava? By the hotness? The fire? The heat? Yeah, let's go. You want to get shot back up? You can, I guess. And we are back here. Yep. Alright, cool. What are you doing, you hobby bastard? Shadows! Yeah. 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 I want to make sure that I'm not throwing them off the map. Alright, that'll do. Should I see if I can open that one? Shadow cache? What do they call them before? What I'm calling them. Oh, this is cheap. Beautiful. Alright, that only cost 15. Prismatic flower lamp. Beautiful. Amazing. Thank you. I'm glad I opened that. Now, this is a very useful shortcut. That was smooth. Probably going to want to pop a refinery link down at some point. There's a shadow plot. A schlot. Hyper plot. Hypers. Hyper. Do we want to take a hyper plot with us? Dervish. Oh, it's harder to come by. I don't know if it matters. What's the weather like? I just want to make sure that I'm not currently missing out on any potential dervishes, because I literally have not seen a tornado storm since the first one. I fly like you. Oh wow, look at you. Are you so special? Oh, oh god, this is so boring. You're hungry, oh. You don't seem very hungry. Alright, what about you over here? You want some food? Oh, here you go, look at that. all full up, eh? You want another one? God, I hate this. There we go. Alright. That's enough for dash boots. Yippee doo dah for us. Oop. Wow. There he goes. Fucking gorgeous. Alright. I have this one more nectar. So it'd be nice if I could maybe get a couple more plorts out of it from yous. Yeah, you want it? You seem to be going towards it. Ah, sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. Bounced off your big old head. Here you go. What do you eat? You eat veggies, right? We discovered this earlier. I guess I'm gonna just put some refinery? I'm gonna put some hyperplorts in the refinery since it's convenient, I guess, and we're probably gonna need them eventually, right? Alright, you crazy kids. I do need to pee, which is concerning because I peed not long before recording the video. There's some turbo taters. We might want to take one of those home if we can. Oh, okay, it's just a lucky slime. You know what? I'm fine with skipping one of those. Yeah, sorry, mate. Anyway, refinery's open. Take the nectar. Yeah, I didn't think you would. Okay, hello. It's the main thing that's valuable to get out of our inventory right now was the magma shit, because we're probably not going to get more of those soon. We've left the ember area. Now we just get to put twins and hypers away. What are you? In case anybody was wondering, you cannot do this, pick it up and move it to like avoid the timer. That doesn't work. The timer does reset and you still have to wait another minute, so may as well just take it away, even though we're not done with it. Why did they take it away? I don't know. Time to press this button. Which door is it opening? What's it doing? Is it opening that one? It's opening that one. Oh, I knew it. Oh, fucking knew it. Alright, there's another button here. It's opening that one. Alright. See, we could jump over to that one, which I want to do right now. Wow. Hello, sir. Now, what's that one? That looks fun. I guess I shouldn't be picking up these ports if I'm not... I don't know. We'll see what happens, we'll see. Alright, here's another button. Here's another button. Oh, that's a zappy button. What's going on over here? Whoa, hold on a moment. Alright, that's what I missed out on noticing last time, it seems. Oh my goodness, there's a hyper hunter. Look at you, you're an angry bastard, aren't you? Wow. It's pollinating over here. That's crazy. That's some crazy stuff right there. What's that? That's turbo taters. We can feed that to the little hungry hyper. Where'd you go, hunty? You hiding? There you are. Hello, mate. Hello. There you go. Take that. Alright, now aren't you a happy tater? Yeah. Alright. Good to see. Good to see. Love to see it. Love to see it, mate. Love to see it. One of those shadow doors or whatever I called them before. I guess I'm going to place down another refinery link because there is a lot of plorts here and I could capitalize a lot of it. And you know what? Yeah. Am I cheating? Am I cheating for disabling tar? I don't feel like I'm cheating. I feel like I'm cheating, to be honest. But I don't really feel like I'm cheating. I'm not... I don't know. I feel like I should be more guilty than I am. That's what's happening, you know? Hello, hole in the wall. I see you over there across the bowl. Oh, where's this going? Where you zapping, mate? What? You going down? I heard that. You going over there, that door. Alright. Alright, that door's open now. That's good, that's good. Here's a map. We can get the terrarium on the map, that's good. We still haven't gotten the main area on the map. Weather change over here. Is weather change down here? Nah, nothing special. No. Alright, that's cool, that's fine. We're not missing out on any dervishes while we're here. Add some nectar. I still haven't changed the graphic settings to make the lag potentially any better because I was watching the video and it wasn't bothering me too much. But this area right now, it does seem to be a little bit bothersome, so maybe I should make that change sooner or later. Sooner rather than later, shall I say. I would love to get by without making the change at all, to be perfectly honest, but that may not be plausible. Given how things seem to be getting more and more intense rather than less intense. Alright, it's just a little trinket. Are you a big one? Oh, you think we can make it? You're gonna take 40, huh? Nah, this is fine. We can do it. This easy peasy. Too easy. Alright. Dream Lantern 2? Oh my goodness. Okay, I haven't even bought the first Dream Lantern. Yep, that's a Prisma... Yep. Yeah, yep. Yep. Gosh, I need a pee. Might as well just try to have it here. Yeah, it just doesn't. Just fucking don't work, mate, now does it? Oh, look at you, a Hyper Tango. I actually really like those. Those are really cool. Those are really cool around there. You tired of this fucking voice yet? Alright, time to take this away again. I do wish I knew how to handle the unstable stuff, but I'm not too fussed about trying to figure it out because it just may not be possible with our current technology. Therefore, it would just kind of be a waste of time if I were to continue to try and figure it out. Alright, this is looking very powerful-y. That's interesting. Is it going to be a saber? Hello, Hyper. How are you doing? Oh, up you go, up you go. Alrighty. Some more Indigonium. That's good, that's good. I think I didn't mention it the first time we found Indigonium, but I do think that was a specific resource in the first game from the Indigo Quarry. That makes sense. Memories coming back to me. Beautiful. Love to hear it, love to hear it. And so the Indigo Quarry was a place where I believe you found one of the first places you could get to. And probably one of the first places that a lot of people did go to if they bought the game after it was added. And alright, we're gonna need more thoughts for that one. Well, hopefully we find some shadows nearby, although there is a Prisma disruption happening nearby, so they're not gonna be around for a little bit. We may have to just ditch that one, and then in the future, maybe I'll just get it when I 100% this game, which I hope to do. We'll see, we'll see. I wish I remembered what video it was where I'm like, we'll see! And then, but I listened to it and I was like, kind of sound like pussy! Anyway. There you go, mate. Bloody lovely. Alright. What we're looking for down here, there's an angler statue here. That's curious. No angler plots that I've seen so far. So, what an interesting sight that is, I suppose. More unstable plots. Maybe there's something that we can do with them that we are capable of doing right now. Again, I don't know it. I'm not going to try. Because I don't think this is a game where it's not going to tell me. Or at the very least, if it is not going to tell me, then I don't think... We'll be able to discover it anyway. We don't have to discover it right now. So, fuck it, you know. Alright, well that's this area. Sort of fleshed out a little bit. The low frame rates. Maybe that's what the tar is good for, you know. It cleans up some of the old slimes. So then we get better frame rates. Because now there's a shit ton of slimes out here. And there's not getting to be any less slimes. There's just a lot of slimes. And that means a lot of processing power. Both visual and probably not visual. You know. I don't know. I'm not a computer technician, boy. We've been over this. Oh, here's some Angie Hunters. I think that one was still happy. There any... Right, there's this whole door, this place, that I can't see a way to open it. Possible that it opens from the other side, given that the light seems to pass through that little triangle glass bit there. I do want to find me an angler and then come back to that, because I'm incredibly curious. It seems like anglers are fairly far away. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it with this much boost, but you know what? I think I'm willing to say, nah, we got it, we're good, we're amazing. Remember when I said I needed to pee? I still need to pee. Right, were there anglers down in this area or not? Do we have to go back into the Starlight Strand a bit to go there? The Starlight Labyrinth, as I could call it. What's that over there? That's just... Right, that's the other bit that we didn't explore further. Sounds like things are about to get prismatic over here, thanks to the music changing. Yeah, look at that, look at that. The floor is all shimmery. A little bit of rainbow going down over there. Crazy thought, that may not be true, because... Ah, here we go. Here are some anglers. I don't see any sea hens. Yeah, seems like they're not willing to pop just yet. It's the more consistent shadow slime jar in this area, it seems. And a convenient shadow slime tunnel right here. Alright, here we go. Let's pop it. Only three, that's alright, that's alright. It's all good. Some seem to... No, is that just the reflection? No, that's another one that's trapped in the glass. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry to do that to you, buddy. Alright, that's a good, decent bit of shorts. There we go, we got 13 shorts right there. The 13 Indigonium. B. You said it, mate. You said it. I'm still holding a freaking angler slime. I didn't get the angler port. For some reason I thought I did. I was ready to move on after getting those slimes. Those shadow slimes. Wow, it's fucking rainbow over here. My goodness. Alright, that's very colourful, ain't it? Oh, here a chicken. I don't think it's unstable. We seem to be further away from the prismatic disruptions. There's another shadow jar over there. That'll be handy to pop. Alright, here it is, here it is, here we go. Alright, that's good, that's good. And now we're gonna pop it. Alright. It's interesting though, because like, now that I'm doing this voice, I'm just fucking narrating everything, because I just think it's fun to speak in this voice, and I want to speak in this voice more. But, I mean, this is my normal voice, if you couldn't tell, of course. I've been faking it the whole time. Which one's the lie? You figured it out. You can probably fucking tell. Anyway. When usually I'd be being fucking quiet by now, so I don't have to, like, edit more stuff out and feel okay about it and be able to keep this train rolling. And then by this point, if I wasn't doing the silly fucking voice, I'd be at the door with the angler port, and I'd be like, alright, let's open this angler port. Alright, let's see. Wow, that's what's behind it. Cool, let's move on. Piss our pants now. But instead, I'm fucking taking all 10 minutes going like, hey, how's it going? Look at these shadow slimes. More shadow slimes. We've got to get more shadow slimes. And do that and open that and do that stuff and piss our pants. Very important thing to do. Yeah, bless me. Swear to God I heard a chicken. If I don't see a chicken in the next 5 seconds, I'm gonna be very disappointed. I don't see a chicken. What about this? Did I hear it from you? Yes, I did. Alrighty, angler. Here you are. Sorry to take you so far away from your home. That's okay, it's safe over here. There you are. Ah, there's another chicken there. Maybe that was the one I heard. Oh, more shadows. Oh, even more shadows. Alright, how about we feed these ones before popping the next ones? Gotta keep them refreshed on their timers and such. Here we go. There you go. I feel like I should be... Focusing on one is so much fun though, because you kind of get to juggle them a little bit. And then you can be like, oh, got a hit in the air. And then, nah, you miss. And it's like, oh, no. What am I going to do? Oh, no. And it's just off. Alright. There we go. That's good. That's good. And good harvest of shadow shit. And open that cache on the way over. Alright, this is a big frame dip. That's probably going to show up on video. Just in case, I'm going to do a little bit of an up, down, down situation. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, escape. Alright, maybe. That way, just to make sure if things get out of sync due to frame rate problems, that they can get back in sync with frame rate solutions. Rightio, here we are. Let's see, there's the one that we started that we can now finish off. Lovely, lovely. You gonna give me resources, eh? Alright, you gave me a Trido turret, alright. Now, which hole was this angler in? Was it this one? It was this one, alright. Whoops, I missed. A big door for one small plot. Now, hello, are we on the other side of that beam now? Similar architecture. Yep. A little bit of lag as usual. Yeah, we are. Alright. How do I open you still? I don't know. Oh, look at that. It makes noise. It makes... Can I just shoot enough plasma? This isn't plasma. Shadow ports at you and you're like, whoa. I'm feeling less disruption, eh? I want to stabilize. Might have lost the port there. I wasn't counting. Alright. Be indeed, my friends. Be indeed. Bonk. Ouchies. Here's the map. That's a... Was that a guild? That is a guild. Alrighty. Lovely jubbly with that one. Open this one too for good measure. Alright. And here we go. That's the map that I'm not going to check just yet because it's in Black Indiganium. And here's the map. For another area that isn't the area that we've already explored a lot of. Alright. So... I don't know. How does this help us? Look at that. Isn't that special? Here's the thing that we need to power. Here's another shadow thing. Here's another GG. Got anything new to say to me, Gigi? Beatrix, look out the window. There's so much more out there than I realized. Haven't you been there before? So why did you put up a projector here? I haven't. I don't remember seeing anything out those windows. I saw it for the first time just now when you activated the projector. You know, back then, I really thought I'd walk through the whole facility. I was pretty sure I'd had this whole place mapped out. At times like now, I catch a glimpse of what feels like an infinite expanse out there. Labyrinth as far as the eye can see. Was it the whole time and I just missed it? Maybe it wasn't, though. It might be made using quantum architecture. That means it could be here in a moment and then gone in a flash. Or even both here and not here at the same time. I mean, I make use of quantum tech often enough myself. It'd be foolish to overlook the possibility. Have you been using quantum tech? Oh, a few ways. You're interacting with one right now. I gave her the accent too. The projectors themselves aren't quantum in nature, but how I placed them was. You've been unlocking all sorts of gates to get here, right? Well, it's not that I've gone through, placed things, and then locked up behind myself. Back when I first came here, it was all open and unlocked, so I wandered all over the place. I've used quantum technology to place the projectors in places I remember having seen. Though, my memory isn't as reliable as it used to be, and some of them may have gotten lost in transit. I guess we'll find out, if and when you activate them. What memory did you place in this one? Well, I placed this one because I remembered a lovely little tree. Strangely, a memory came back to me all of a sudden. So, there was this one tabby slime that was always hanging around the ranch back home. It was just a wild slime, but it came around all the time, and by the afternoon, would always just bounce away again. And one day, I decided to follow it. It took me deep into the woods. After a while, it did a wiggle at this huge tree and began to climb it. Just jiggling its way from branch to branch all the way up. I followed it, partway up. I lost sight of the slime, but I kept climbing. Soon enough, I broke the tree cover and... Oh, Beatrix, I don't know how to put it into words. I'd never been so high up. I'd never seen so much of the big wide world. My entire life had been in the acres around my home. And there I could just see everything. Trees blanketing the far, far range, birds flying above. It took my breath away. I stayed up there for hours until my mom came looking for me. Boy, did she give me an earful. It wouldn't be the last time I disappeared on her to see the wider world. We'll get you out to see the world again. Better make like a tree and leave then. See you, Beatrix. Bye, Gigi. Wow. Whoopsies. It's a very paltry jar we have there. Oh boy, okay, we'll give you a test. Yeah, you seem like you're gonna take a lot, mate. Alrighty. I remember when I activated the door to get to this place and how I didn't actually activate the door to get to this place, but then I died and then somehow something happened and it activated the door. That's funny. Oh my goodness, hello you! How are you doing out there, Mr. Gordo? What are you hiding? I don't know, but we have somebody to pop in the future. Alright, what did that open? It opened this door as I expected. Okay, but this door's still closed. Well, what the heck, man? Did I miss something? Did I have doors to projectors to place before I raised the platform? Did I just completely miss that? Surely not. Because my thought process was, surely that wouldn't be the case because I couldn't lower the platform back down with the button that I used to raise it. Oopsies, no energy. Another golden fucking jar. Alright. We have been out and about for a while, haven't we? Getting to that time, isn't it? Now that door's gonna stay open. Beautiful, 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 beautiful people in love. Anyway. Yeah, there's that little glass bit that goes even further through, I guess through the Gordo, I suppose. That's the only thing that makes sense. Yep, that should be a bit quieter for the tail end of this and see if we can get anything more super done before I end the recording. This place has been very fun to explore though. I love it. I love it here. Beautiful. Hello, hunters. Sorry. Alright, so was there a switch that I missed? Because I find that hard to believe. And I somehow doubt that we'd have to go the full way and open all the Razor's platform even more to enable this door. That just seems a little bit silly. But it could be the case. There are other ways to get further in that wouldn't involve going all the way to this entrance. Seems like there's a thing over there that might need pairing. Maybe if we can jump up once more from the first platform that we hit the button in. Ghostly drone kind of distracted us from maybe seeing something that was a little bit higher. That fucking hurt me head. Yeah, here's another one. Alright, so there's gonna be another one even further away that's gonna shoot this way then? Or is that what that's what the hyper is for then? Okay. Makes sense, makes sense. Alright, well I do want to pop in. So maybe if I can just shut up for a few minutes and get some 50 veggies, then maybe we can give him a little bit of a feasting, you know. Feasting for a beasting. I'm not. Alrighty, hello yous. Yeah, I'm shooting petals at you, I guess. I wasn't meant to shoot the Indigonium since we have more of that, but this works too. You might give me more than I can carry. It'd be embarrassing. Alright, here we go. Fucking beautiful, mate. Fucking beautiful. Oh. Got 3 more for me. And of course you give me 2 on the last one, eh? Oh. That might be a little bit of a cheeky bit. Cheeky, sneaky way to get more plorts out of you. Here's some more carrots. I should have stuck with my old ways of getting carrots for these frickin' slimes. Then I would have had a bunch for Mr. Hyper over there. Remember when I said I was going to shut up? Shut up. That voice changed a little bit. We're going out. Oh. Alright, it's a turbo tater. Well, the turbo tater is good for the hyper slime, but we're not going to find more back this way. We're going to need to go back in the direction of the freaking hyper slime and the turbo taters to get the turbo taters. But I don't know if I don't know what time they grow or if they've grown yet. So if we go back there, then it might just be a kind of waste of time, you know. But I guess right now would be a more efficient time to go back potentially if they have just grown, given that the food over here has just grown seemingly. So I guess we'll do a loop, see how it goes. Oh no, these tabbies are hungry. Oh, I'm sorry, mates. I don't have any food for you. It sounds really insincere, but trust me, I am a little bit sorry at least. I'm not, but it's also not something that I can entirely control. I may have contributed earlier, but I haven't really snuck any chickens from you in this area any time recently. So I'm not feeling too guilty about it. But listen, I hope you guys get some food. There are some twins. What do you like? You like fruit. I also don't have fruit for you. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna have to... You're gonna have to check around elsewhere. Alright, yeah, see, stuff over here hasn't grown yet. We have 33, which is a decent amount of carrots. If we can just get some taters, then we could do it. We could feed the big boy pretty easy, like. Alright, there's some crazy chicks, aren't they? Alright. Maybe the tabbies need to go over here. My inventory is full right now. I can't really send them any more tabbies. I can't send the food to them, so... It's up to them to embrace their adventurous little souls, isn't it? So, what happened? Souls? How do you say souls in this fucking accent I'm doing? What's interesting about this accent is that I can't tell if it started off trying to be a bit more Australian, but then I realized I was kind of going into the Kiwi range, and so I think I'm sort of going closer into that range right now. The interesting part about, I guess, both of these accents is that there's not a lot of mouth movement. I'm just sort of... Like, there's some mouth movement, but it's... I can't just am holding my mouth slightly open the whole time and just moving it somewhat when necessary. Some sunset would be nice, but I am full up again. I could place down the refinery link, but I don't know. Can't be asked, you know? Can't be asked. Oh, there's more sunset up there. I don't remember what I needed it for. But I know I saw it on something. Was it the golden shield shot module? Maybe. Oh, here we go. Here's some good carrots. Alright, we just need 48 to feed the hyper. So it looks like we're gonna be in good order. Once we make it there. There we go. Here's the rest of the carrots. Alright, we're good. The rest can be kept for the little roaming friends around here. Would have been nice to find more taters, then we wouldn't have to steal so much food, but taters seem to be fairly rare to come by. Feeding dervishes, they take prickle pears, so we don't have to worry about taking any taters home if we want to feed the dervs. The hyper dervs, if we choose to go down that path. Path? What? I'm thinking too much about the accent that I'm changing things and they don't make sense. Alright, you didn't take that much, did you? Alright, well that's good. Time to hit this one. What do we got next? We got that. Right, okay, it comes from the tip. Comes from the tip. I was not expecting that, to be quite honest with you. I was not expecting it to come from the reef here and just be like, whoop, here we go, here's a laser for you. I was kind of expecting the laser to be inside the slime, not gonna lie, but it doesn't look like that was the case. So, alright, well, we've opened this area. We've, I think, basically explored all of the terrarium. We maybe haven't popped every cache that's around here. But that's okay. You're gonna do that to me, are you? You're just gonna have to make me put a little bit more effort into it, aren't you? Alright then. Alright then. Are you already going through the hole? Or, yeah, you're going through the hole. Alright, so we're gonna need to do a little bit more. I guess gonna loop around again for like the third time. I don't know if you included the trip it took to get here. We went here, we went back, we went here. This is the fourth time going back, so... Alright, just a good adventure, isn't it? Some unstable things. I feel the great urge to grab him. But, again, don't know what to do with him. I want to be able to experiment with him and see what I can do, but I have no new really ideas, right? But if I have them in my inventory, then I might come across something and be like, hey, well, how does this interact with this? And then I do it, and then I find out the answer, and it works, and it stabilizes them, and everything works well. My ideas haven't worked so far. They might work in the future, so, you know, that's just why I want to hold on to them. But I want the sunsap a bit more, since that's more immediately useful for us, and we actually know what we can do with this. I love thinking about things that make me upset. Alright, just had a random thought. Talk about it later. Maybe. I don't know. It's a common thought on many people's minds. And you know what? It could be... I can think of many other things other than the thing that I thought that made me have that thought. But, that are also applicable to... Sad. Anyway. Alright, moving on. So, do we just need to extend the range of this thing? Or is this like a Minecraft redstone repeater sort of situation? Or is this like a... Is it actually pointed the wrong way? No, it just is a little bit short. So yeah, it's a repeater situation. Alright then, alright then. I was expecting these guys to be a little bit more creative with their puzzles, I'm not gonna lie. No offense, mates. I don't mind it. I think it's fine. Although it does seem a little bit unnecessary, come on, given that, but I do see there could have been a much more convenient way to go through this if I had brought the carrots in the first place. Then I'd be going back through and it's like, it's fine if you double back once, I think, at least. I mean, doubling back more, it wasn't that long of a trip and I got some sunset out of it, so really, there's nothing, no harm, no foul. It's just... I'm trying to cause drama for the sake of drama, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, and there we go. That place that we found last time has been conquered. We did it. Just call us a Conker, I guess, from Conker's Bad Fur Day. Remember that game? There was a big poo man in that one. That's pretty much the only guy that I remember. I was perhaps a bit too young when I saw a lot of things, to be perfectly honest. Alrighty. Hello, rock tabbies. I'm sad to see you upset. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll have carrots. I can feed you. Come on. Here you go, mate. Eat up. Be happy. There you go. You remember from that one little moment in the previous video, rock tabbies were what I had in the, in my first little range back at the, I forget what it's called, you know, that area, the far range. Far range, oh, here we go. We're going to something a little bit different now. Alright, okay. So yeah, a little bit nostalgia there, oh my goodness, hello friends. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have room for more of your poops. Oh my goodness. For the love of God, somebody hire me for something, man. I know my job's getting threatened. Alright, looks a little bit polleny, is it over here? Very faded. Yeah. Is there no... Does it not just update with the storms on the other side of the map when we're over here? Because I guess that makes sense. I mean, it's not necessarily needed. So, that's alright. Still, there's a whole big unknown of this big freaking piece of fog that's down on the floor here. And I really want to clear it up because I'm really just... This is so appealing to me, just as a big sort of... I don't know why. But looking down here, seeing, oh my goodness, there's so much more to this place on the level below where we've been. And that could just get opened up. Look at all those trees. Like this that looks expansive. That's a lot of stuff right there. That's a whole new adventure. That's exciting. Yeah, right. Okay. I'm assuming that's where we're going to get the sloombers, if I'm being honest. Thought that last time maybe. Though I am desperately hoping that we find some sloombers sooner. No, that does not seem to be what's going to happen. There's still... We have got one of the plots up on the door up here. That was a door. Remember the door? Is it the door? Here's the door. The door wasn't that high. So there's the one light that was over to the left. That was the twin slime statue that we picked up. This one in the middle, I'm assuming, is going to be the Sloomber since it's in the middle, right? Like, just right there. And then off to the right, there's something that I thought it would have been behind that puzzly thing that we did that led us to the whole terrarium area. But that doesn't... It wasn't. So that mystery is revived, and now we have to solve that mystery again. Maybe it has something to do with in here. What the heck is going on over here? How did I never notice this before? It makes fucking sense because this place is massive and I'm seeing all this bunch of stuff and I'm not thoroughly checking about. Very interesting because I like to think that I can be fairly thorough, but when it comes to this game, I really haven't been because it's just so open and there's just so much to see. I don't know. I don't know. It's I could do a case study on myself trying to figure this shit out. Alright, so I want to try and get up to that bridge over there and we'll see what we can see if that has any answers for us. I feel like just this whole entire video and this whole recording has just been a very different style to what I usually do. And by what I usually do, I mean maybe the first couple episodes were more like this. I don't really remember, but like what I had been doing in the previous episodes had been, you know, trying to be a little bit more quiet and keeping things moving in an episode. Right now, this one is just sort of I'm going through and I'm narrating every fucking thing I do, and it's like, wow, all right, look at this. Does this matter? I don't know. Does this progress? With what? This filler? It was a bit more like filler, but you know what? Fuck it. It doesn't matter. Does it? I don't know. Does it matter to you? Let me know. Engagement bait. It's such a weird thing. Such a weird thing. I do love it when people comment. That would be great. Genuinely, like, I don't know, man. For some reason, I feel like people are just going to assume that if I say, hey, comment on this video, they're going to be like, oh, you just want me to please the algorithm, which is a part of it. I'm not going to lie, that's a fucking part of it, because YouTube doesn't show my videos to anybody, and maybe that would help, I'm not sure. But it also, like, otherwise it can be hard to tell if people are actually watching or enjoying the videos, you know? And a comment is just the best way, because it's words. It's simple fucking words. It's not a button, it's not another button, it's just words of people saying, hi, I enjoyed this video, holy shit, what a surprise, what a shocker, oh my goodness, or I didn't enjoy this video, you fucking suck, do something better. And it'd be like, alright then, cool, maybe can you give me a bit more detail please? What is doing better in your eyes? Because maybe I can do that, maybe I don't want to. Maybe you're not my target audience, I don't know what my target audience is, I know what my target audience is. Anyway, yeah, so there's a lot that goes on in the brains of me. Here's another jar. Here we go. Remember when I was cracking open so many jars because I was so poor that I was just like, I need to open every single jar I can because I need that money. We're past those days now, and that's pretty exciting, eh? That was called a Slimber, right? I'm remembering that name, right? Yeah, that was a Slimber. Beautiful, beautiful. I have my notes where I'm taking track of all the stuff, and I called them Susie because I couldn't remember. Susie as in not the name, Susie as in S-O-O-Z-E-Y. That is Z, not Z, you silly fucks. Alright. There's an interesting thing about that the other day, because there's terms in game design and stuff, there's terms in modeling and textures and stuff called code. Alright, cover your eyes if you really liked that I said Z, and you're like, please don't say the other one, that's terrible. Cover your ears, because I'm about to say it. Anyway. There's a term called Z-fighting. The Great Labyrinth portal. Oh, lovely, lovely. That is great. That's amazing. What do we need to make that? Slimber plots. Ah, shit. We haven't found those ones yet. Anyway. What's great about doing this voice, though, is that I am keeping the volume up, which is great for audio quality and just in the editing, because I don't feel like I don't have to boost any of the tracks, any clips, and be like, oh, I was talking so quiet here. I just need a... I mean, there was a thing happened there. Do the proof thing, thank you. Anyway, I don't need to like boost any little bits here because I was too fucking quiet. I just said the words and I'm just speaking and you can hear me. Oh, more shadows. Where are you going, mates? Why are you going down there? I can't go down there yet. Can you? Can you survive in the fog? I couldn't for some freaking reason. All right, hello, Gigi. How are you doing? What an incredible view. It's so easy to get lost in the beauty of it. That is, till a prisma disruption turns it all to chaos. Yeah, finding your way right here is hard enough without them. I thought that might be the case, so I have been developing a gadget that should prove useful to you. I call it a disruption detector, and it does exactly that. Placing them around the labyrinth will tell you when a prisma disruption is about to happen in that area. It even works on your map. I'll give you one I made myself as well as the blueprint, so you can fabricate as many as you need. Disruption detector, disruption detector. Did you actually give me one? Are you actually... what? What? Nobody on frickin' Cole is able to do that. Anyway, how do I acquire prisma plots? Are you gonna tell me how to stabilize them? This feels like cheating if I'm just gonna go, but it's in the game, right? It's not Googling to find out the answer. It's learning through the way that story developers intended. Anyway, prisma plots can be acquired within the chaotic prisma disruptions that happen all over the labyrinth. Prismatic disruptions will cause areas to suddenly glow with prismatic energy, intensifying over time. During these disruptions, you can find food in the ground that has become unstable from the effects of the prisma core. If you feed this food to the slimes, those slimes will produce an unstable plot. Unstable plots, how do I stabilize them? Unstable plots can be stabilized into prisma plots using stabilizers that you find in the labyrinth. Based on my finding, they come in two forms. First are the large ring-light ancient stabilized devices that are tucked away in the labyrinth. They're big and hard to miss. Then there are these ethereal temporal stabilizers that randomly appear as small golden rings of energy during prisma disruptions. Disruptions are chaotic, so keep your eyes peeled. In either case, shooting unstable plots through these rings will yield prisma plots. And with ancient stabilizers, you can leap through them to stabilize all your plots at once. It's fun. Well, fun if it weren't for the fact that the world around you at the time is likely exploding with dangerous energies and unstable plots flying out of your tank. Either way, it's an adventure, right? I need to be on my way. Happy exploring. So I was right. Did I not try? Did I just specifically try to stabilize the food and not the plorts themselves? Was I really that close to the answer and I just didn't do it? A shadow statue. Oh, well, here we go. There's your plort, mister. There you go. That's the... Then maybe that one's the center plort then, given that it was more to the left of the door than the saloon bar. A little bit misleading there, but that's okay. We figured it out in the end. Just needed to explore every single area. Like a good rancher does. I haven't sipped nearly enough water, but that's because I still have not peed since the time where I said I was going to pee and needed to pee like 40 minutes ago or more. So, that's where I am right now in my life. Anyway, I'll like, you know, yeah, maybe if the medication was working a bit better than expected, or as expected, I wouldn't have this problem and I would have peed because I would have been like, okay, I need to pee. Not, you know, fucking keep the train rolling because, dear God, the train must keep rolling. If it doesn't keep rolling, then everything's going to go to heck. Or something like that. I mean, I have taken pee breaks in videos before and it's worked out, but that's usually in Flooded and stuff. And right now, I'm in the sequence of doing this whole fucking voice and it's just been going crazy. And I just want to keep that train going for some dumb reason. Anyway, let's move on. So that was the one to the right. You know what? I'm not going to say that wasn't entirely misleading because, right, you see that and you look up there and you see the bridge and you're like, all right, that's the bridge. That must be where I go for the plort. Maybe. Maybe not must be, but that's an option. Well, there goes the Indigonium. I don't think I'm going to chase that down. Maybe I will. Alright, this seems like a lot of shadow plorts. More than we can carry. Yeah, one more than we can carry. I thought we were a bit closer to full on that one. And we're going to hop back down here and do something. I don't know what we're going to do. Right, we have the stuff, the, whatchamacallit, the disruption detector. I should place that down. I really want to try and stabilize a Prisma plort. But there's no Prisma disruption right now. Okay, so what if we just place one down here and let's see, what do you think? What do you say? That's, you're a green line, that probably means you're okay. If you go up to the top, does that mean there's a disruption? I'm assuming that's going to mean there's a disruption. That's what makes the most sense. Looks like they gave it a little face. That's beautiful. Love it. Great design there. Great friendly design there to make us love all the robots while they take all our jobs or something. I don't know. Try not to get too dark here. Let's keep it up positive and think about good things right now. Love me some cute design and things that aren't that don't have the power to be changed to something else that can track my face and identity and know where I live. And, you know, convict me of crimes that I haven't done and won't do. And it's like, you know, it's a good time. Alright, so this is the stuff. This was correct. My intuition was intuitive. I know what I'm doing. I know what to think. I know how my brain works. Alright, so we can see the disruption on the map. That's just a line in the center, so I don't know if that's actually telling us the accurate level of disruption right now, or if that is just the basic icon. Maybe there's 3 icons, one for below, one for middle, and then one for top when things get real hairy. I'm assuming things get hairy at the top, because usually they do. I mean, there's also hairy at the bottom, though, if you really think about it. There's the Indigonium that I didn't say I was going to collect. It get hairy all over. There's hairy in the middle, there's hairy in the top, there's hairy in the bottom. No matter who you are, there's hairy down there. You know what I'm saying. Anyway. Might be debating hair in the middle, but you check your pits, there's hair in your pits. By default, at least. And that's arguably in the middle. And you could argue that the hair on the bottom isn't really on the bottom, it's just there. But if you include the hair on your legs, and the hair, you know, on your legs, on the bottom of your legs, maybe it goes down to your feet a little bit, then yeah, you got hair down there. So you got hair everywhere, right? That's the lesson today. You got hair everywhere, and there's no need to be ashamed of the hair that you have. So you have hair. It's normal. It's fine. Yeah, if you wanna do something with it, that's fine. If you wanna keep it, that's also okay. You can keep your hair if you want. It's up to you. It's your body. It's your choice. That's what people say, and that's what I say. So, you know, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about shaving me pits a couple times. It seems like an interesting thing to do, because you know what? I kind of like the vibe. It'd be fun, you know? It opens up more opportunities, because you want to do something a little bit shoulderless. If you want to expose your shoulders and stuff, having hair there might make that look a little bit more awkward. May not be the worst thing, you know? People with hair wear singlets all the time, but maybe if I want something a bit more like spicy than a singlet, you know, something a bit more stylish, and maybe having some shaved pits would be better. Anyway. I did not expect to go on that tangent. Man, I'm having fucking fun doing just, I don't know if I want to stop the energy of the pee, you know, it's working. I've also noticed that I've been talking real fast a lot now. I could blame that a little bit on the stimulants if you want. If you really want to take that path, you could path. I don't know how to say fucking path. I haven't decided on how to say path or path. Anyway, stimulants, right? You can make that argument and be like, oh no, you're being stimulated. That's fucking why. That's fucking why you can't. Why are you talking so fast? Because you're taking your drugs, you druggo. And I'll be like, no. Listen, I'm allowed to take those drugs. I got a prescription. There was a lot of money for the fucking assessment, so I could have the chance of getting the drugs. That wasn't even guaranteed. I didn't pay the money for the guarantee of getting the drugs. I was just highly suspected and highly likely that I was going to get the drugs. I need to get the drugs. So, whoop-de-doo. Looks like I get to shit on your dad. Anyway, so now that I have the drugs, point is, what's my point? Point is, it's probably not drugs' fault, because I can tell you right now that I'm talking fast because I feel like I'm wasting time by just talking and not progressing in the freaking game. Oh, this one's gonna take 60. This is a big one, isn't it? I'm just fucking yapping, and I'm like, all right, listen. The slower I talk, the less that's gonna get done, and the more this is just me talking, and like they're gonna be at the end of the video. It's gonna be like, what had just happened? What did we do? We did nothing. Except we have done a lot this video, and I'm pretty happy about it. Maybe I don't even know what to think. I don't even know what to think. I'll figure it out. I'll think something different at the end of the recording, and I'll probably think, you know what? I love this. This was funny. This was fucking stupid. You know, and that's what this is all about. This is all about being stupid and being funny, and maybe with a little bit less stupidity in there sometimes, in the guise of stupidity. I don't know. Stupidity is a good defense. Alright, looks like we need 2 more shadow plorts. That's not one of them, that's more Indigonium. That's such a shame. Maybe we can find more 2 shadow slimes around here. Really, the P, I'm focusing on it in my mind a little bit more now, and it's like, mate, when is this happening? You gotta hurry up, and it's gotta get out of your system at some time. I do see this, I do want to open this, but I'm a bit distracted by the shadow plorts, and I feel like if I go a bit further, I'm gonna get distracted by that, and I'm gonna forget about the shadow plorts. Who knows? Hello friends, how are you doing? Maybe my executives are doing a little bit better now that it's been like 2 hours. Almost 3 hours since I've imbibed. I don't know, I don't feel that different. I'm still feeling pretty myself. Pretty normal, pretty fucking like I could do anything. I don't know. So, for the record, right, this is a thing that I don't know how much I don't feel like I usually do this sort of stuff in a video, right? But in games like Lethal Company, I would just go into accents all the time. They just activate me sometimes, and I'm just like, all right, fuck it, we're talking like this now, because why not? You know, why not? It's fun. It's like a little bit extra immersion, sort of. You know, I don't know how that works, but like, it's your normal voice, you're like, alright, cool. If you get to put on a different voice, then you're playing a different character, and you're like, oh god, this character, I'm in this world, you know? And I'm the one that's getting snapped in the back of the neck. That's not how a sentence works. I'm the one that's getting bracked in the back of the neck, you know? Getting snacked, you know what I'm saying? yeah, Bracken's a bit of a snack, ain't he? Anyway. Alright, so the disruption detector, is getting yellow. Looks like a disruption's on its way soon. So we're gonna have to go back there soon then. After we've done this thing, then we're gonna go, and it's like, what's gonna stop us from getting that freaking door open and powering that little crystal thing over there? I don't know what to call them. I don't know if a name pops up when we hover over it. I haven't noticed that. Where the heck are the jumping platforms? Are they over here, really? Yeah, they are, aren't they? Feels, yeah. Just interesting, right? Because I envision this world, and I envision this location, and oh, here's the music from the Prism Disruption. Alright, well, isn't that convenient, ain't it? Well, I don't have room for the frickin' Prism plorts in the inventory. Why am I still holding on to these heckin' carrots? I don't need these carrots. Alright, there we go. Let's get some Prisma carrots, get some Prisma plorts, and shoot them into the Prisma hole. No, give me the Prisma carrots. I said I wanted the Prisma carrots, not you, Prisma chicken. I'm sorry, mate. Alright, here we go, Prisma chicken. Must be very, very weird to have your soul become unstable and just suddenly be a chicken. But suddenly now you're a glowing, you're a different chicken. It's like, whoa, I'm a chicken. It's fucking crazy, mate. But I'm like, holy shit. And then we witnessed one disappear before, which is the scary part, right? You're a chicken and then you just disappear. You turn blue and you disappear. That's concerning. That's very concerning. And it's just, I don't know, I can't imagine that feels good for the chickens that are affected by it. As far as we know, the carrots are less conscious, but maybe they that could not be, that could be like an inaccurate statement. I don't know. They could potentially, maybe there's something I don't know about carrots. Here we go. You hungry? Here we go. All right. Just wanted to make sure I used all the unstable carrots I had. Those are just Prisma plots, right? Okay, they just stabilized themselves now that I talked to fracking GG, and now it's just cool, great. I don't even get to have the fun of the discovery of doing it myself. All right then. So if I shoot you, you're gonna fucking work. There you go. Now you work. If I walk into it, you're gonna work. There you go. You work. Okay. Was that going to work before? Did I try that before? I don't know, because I feel like I tried that before, but maybe I just tried it with the food. I expected it to stabilize the food, because that would make sense. If it stabilizes the plots, it should stabilize the food, but I guess the food can't be stabilized. It's just too unstable, and it's just, it doesn't make sense for gameplay purposes, because is it going to really keep track of what veggie that freaking unstable veggie came from? Because it's not gonna, it's just gonna suddenly become, is it a way to, it could be a way to convert all carrots, all heartbeats into carrots or something. Maybe there's a niche sort of use case for that though. That would be, could open up interesting gameplay opportunities. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't know what I was saying, but we have Prisma plots now, which is great. I doubt we can make any Prisma Largos. I may as well try it at some point at home or somewhere else. Alright, let's just plop this boy down and activate this one. Is that going to lower the tower like I suspected when I first found this place? It sure is, it sure is. Amazing, amazing. If I stop it right now, is it still lowering? Perfect, perfect. Love that they only need to be touched once to get them activated and they don't need anything more. Alright, so... Right, there's this one there. This one's also lowering. Beautiful, beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Alrighty. Now we can open this door, see this new area, and hopefully maybe end the recording. Even though I don't want to. I just really need to pee. And you know what? It's been an hour and a half, almost. So, like, almost exactly, actually. I was a lot more accurate than I thought, but don't think that I don't have a timer. I glanced at the timer, and that's how I confirmed it. Anyway. My goodness, I'm interested to see the waveform on this one. It's going to be quite a long one, and quite a much longer one than I've seen in a while. I mean, by longer one, right, I mean the amount of time where there's actually audio happening in the waveform. Because usually there's some gaps in them. This looks very slumbery. It's very purple. Slumbers have the purple eyes. Are we going to see some slumbers here? If we end this day seeing slumbers, then that's just going to be fucking amazing. Alright, the rest of those shadows seem to jump off cliffs, so you're my only friend here. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for staying around. Don't leave. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Is that some new music we're getting? A little bit of string strumming. A little bit of a... Alright, that wasn't perfect, but... I swear I tried to throw a plort into here too. Was it really one of those? Surely it wasn't though. Surely it wasn't, but it might have been. Wow, this is a big place with big new stuff and big new stuff to explore in another video, it seems. But I'm gonna give it a little bit of a gander right now. Maybe we can open another shadow cache before the day is done. Since we're finding so many of these shadow slimes and shadow plorts, and then we can call it quits. Because god damn it, I'm about to pee my pants if I'm being honest. Except I'm not about to pee my pants. I'm in the mode where we're really in the pee, right? It's the point where you go to the toilet, right? You go to the toilet and you're ready to take your fucking pants down and you just start fucking going. It's like, wait, hold on a moment, and it's a little bit impatient. And sometimes you get a little bit of spillage, sometimes you don't, you know? Anyway. I want to check down here just in case there's a slumber. This is looking very purple, very slumbery. If I had a place that I could assume that there was going to be a slumber, I would assume there would be a slumber over here. But there might not be a slumber over here, there might be a slumber down there. That was my first guess, and that might be the more accurate guess. Or perhaps just further in this area, there will be slumbers. Since hyper slimes were further in that area, and they're further in this area, it would make sense for there to be slumbers. I did see that pipe, and I do want to go down that pipe. Looks like I've got some dream bubbles over here. That's pretty. Also, would be very slumber vibes. Dreams, slumber, and get it? It makes sense. It's a pun on slumber if you didn't pick that up. Pretty sure you did though. I have confidence. You seem like a pretty smart cookie. So slumber, yep, slumber slimes, and then the dream bubbles, right? And it all the thematics, theme, everything is making sense. And maybe these clouds on the bottom, they could be like dream-like clouds. Also, that's a heart over there, and that's really cute. Let's go into this pipe and see what sort of adventures it leads us and what sort of hell that we've unleashed on ourselves. Never mind, this pipe is an exit and not an entrance. All right. I know how high my jetpack can go, and it's not that high. That's unfortunate. All right, and off he goes. He's going into the cloud, and he's gone. All right, that's a shame. That's a shame. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. But you know what? It happens all the fucking time. All right. But you know what? If there's any reason, there's even more reason to get even more outraged. What the heck are these slimes doing? I don't know. You know what? That's a too dark of a trail that I don't want to go down right now. The slimes are probably okay, right? The slimes, they just disappear because the game doesn't know how to show us the sheer joy that those... You know what? This is getting even worse. The slimes probably make it, alright? The slimes hopefully make it. God damn it. Swear to God, we're going to see a log at some point in this game. It's going to be like, oh, the slimes don't make it. And this is the pit of despair and darkness where all slimes die. Anyway. Gosh damn it, the pea is really flowing. It's really ready. Another gold one. That's fucking... Oh, there's some dream bubbles, right? Good thing that... What do you want me to do? You want me to wait a fucking minute to fucking place down a thing? What are you opening? I don't have time to look for you. There's a ghostly drone. You're lowering that down. Alright, thank you for being obvious. Beautiful, beautiful. Yep, that's more stuff to venture out and see. Hello, ghostly. You gonna corporealize so I can give you a little snatch? Grab you? I really should be prioritizing getting flutters down, because getting them drones on the ranch would be very great, especially since we've left the ranch alone for several days at this point. And they're all probably fucking starving. Not great, and not great ranching from my part. Not great ranching from my part. You know what? Not great ranching. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pause the recording because I really need to pee. I'm gonna pee and I'm just gonna come back. I paused the recording, but not the game. That's... Oh, fuck, I meant to keep that. Alright, just click back in the tab and there that goes. Okay. Did I place in the refiner link? I did. So we'll put everything in there and then we'll get the sunset back and then we'll just have that in our inventory now. It's fucking great. Alright, poop went well, in case you're wondering. There was a poop in there. I know I just said I was gonna pee, but poop did happen. Just in case you were wondering. A little bit of poop. Probably could have sat there for a little worth it. A little further. Fuck. Alright, now that I've peed, my speech is getting worse somehow. Probably could have sat there for a little bit longer, got a little bit more pooped in a few more minutes. Man, I think the pee was the source of my power. Not gonna lie, That's kind of what I expected though, because this should probably end at some point soon. Like I've said, like 30 minutes ago. Anyway. Man, I don't know, it's been just such an interesting 2 days as I've started medication. And genuinely, I don't think that the sort of hyperactivity is because of the medication. I just think it's because of the aforementioned hope and excitement that things might get better for me. So... yeah. Yeah. Let's just make sure. Down, 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 up, 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 up. I'm always concerned I do that and it's like, okay, that syncs something, right? But what if my timing is wrong with my words? And then it's like, oh no, should I be timing it as I send the signals to press the button, or when I see the buttons, when I see the movement actually occur in the game, or should I? What do I do? I don't know, and I shouldn't think about it so much, you know, because it probably doesn't matter to that such minuscule level, right? That's rhythm game thoughts, and watching a YouTube video is not playing a rhythm game, so I do not need to be that cautious about. Better be a normal bee. That's royal jelly. All right. Should we grab that? Maybe. All right. You take a lot? No, you don't. Perfect. Lovely. All right, good. This is a very beautiful little setting right here. I love it. It's quite pretty. Ancient purple oak. Beautiful. Really could, like, decorate the ranch a lot. I'm noticing I'm not breathing a little bit more. I don't know how much I was breathing when I was needed to pee, because I feel like I really wasn't breathing as much as I should have. But now that I'm breathing, I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm hyper aware. I'm breathing, and now that's gonna be like get picked up in the editing. It's gonna be like, wow, all right, you can really hear me breathing, huh? Heckin' crazy, mate. Listen to that mouth go. Maybe I was using my nose a bit more, but you know what? To be honest, I fucking doubt it. I think I just wasn't paying attention. Which, you know what? I'm glad that I wasn't paying attention because I was having fun because I wasn't paying attention. Now that I'm paying attention, I'm fucking paranoid and being like, oh no, am I ruining the recording by breathing? God damn it. God forsake, somebody breathes. Oh no. That's terrible. Oh, somebody breathe. Jesus Christ. Alrighty. There's more royal jelly. I'll grab this one, didn't grab the other one. I kind of forgot about the other one at the moment I stepped away from it. Alright, here's more. That's fine. Looks like we're behind the windmills now, which makes sense. Okay, goodbye then. I guess I didn't want you anyway. Okay, here's another prisma stabilizer. Did Gigi give them a name? I don't quite remember. If not, I'll just call them stabilizers or prisma stabilizers or prismabilizers. Prince. Alright, here's a button. What does this do? I feel like I shouldn't press this button willy-nilly. I could explore. Maybe there's something over there that's something to see before you press the button. And be like, oh wow, look at that. I didn't even press the button. I found something. Crazy. B. I know, right? I know, right? B. Yeah, B. Alright, let's a little bit of flickering. Hi Gigi, how's it going? I like to call this place Dreamland. I used to make my way up here and while I used to make my way up here and while away. What is that? Is that accurate? Can while be used like that? And while away the hours among the clouds. It's a nice place to forget about your problems. Is this where the labyrinth generates its... I fucking hope, I just realized that because I muted myself when taking that sip. I fucking hope that I did not mute myself at all during that fucking recording. That would have been a shame. We can do the same thing again, but god damn it, you know, joke gets old. Anyway, it's where the labyrinth generates its atmosphere. Maybe a short will ask it. Yes, I think so. Maybe even more. There's something different in the air here. It's hard to explain. But it almost feels as if the clouds and even the lines you stand on are now formed from the ether around you. Not built or assembled, but more gathered from tiny nothings in the air. I've spent a long time on these islands, and sometimes I swear I could begin to feel a kind of flow to it. Like I was gaining control over it. One day I was feeling homesick while I sat here and thought about how, when I was little, I would be out in my mum's garden in the evening and I would start to smell supper cooking from our house. I used to delight in seeing vegetables growing right in front of me while smelling their cooked aromas in the air. It felt like things were connected in a way. And then while I sat here, I closed my eyes trying to picture that garden again, and in that moment, I swore I could smell supper cooking. When I opened my eyes, there was a new island in the distance ahead of me, and on it was the house I grew up in. But it was only there for a moment before fading into the clouds. I still don't know if it was real or not. Do you have any dreams? I used to have lots of dreams. I wanted to break free of the expectations my parents had for me. I wanted to be in charge of my own path. So I dreamed of running away and becoming whoever I wanted to be. I dreamed that one day they would see the person I became and be so happy for me. And everything would be fine somehow. It wouldn't matter that I left them behind. But when you're young, you sometimes don't see just how broken things are right in front of you. Your version of the world is like a foggy bathroom mirror. The shape of things, but not the details. The shape of things, but not the details. I know now that my mum never got over my grandmother's passing. I didn't realize the pressure she felt to continue her legacy and the sadness that just became part of her life. Not until long after I was gone too. Now I dream that someday I'll make it back home and somehow my parents will understand why I had to leave. I think that's always what it comes down to. You just want them to understand you. I think it's time I explored. Watch your step out there. Dreams can come to an end just like that. I'm sorry, Gigi. Alright. I'm getting the irk to end things, but I'm also getting the irk to like end things and oh hello. And then be like, alright, time to come back after I've had lunch and record more, but I shouldn't do that. Again. Still dealing with low storage base. I've been shifting things around on my hard drive. That's used to be that's supposed to be dedicated for games. Although I also have a second SATA SSD that I use for games. So just left that hard drive being like half full, which is good, I think. So now I'm putting fucking videos in there and hoping that nothing goes wrong. Whoopsies. Okay, so where's the other thing? There it is. Wow, alright, I didn't expect this to be so easy. Too easy, alright. It's can I sneak you? Or did I do it? Did I do it terribly? I think I need to shift this one a bit more. Whoopsies. I thought I saw a tile. That's just a shadow slime. Tiles don't exist anymore. I eradicated them. The labyrinth is tar free, except also the whole world is. But don't worry about it. It's specifically the labyrinth is why the world is tar free. You know, it's the crazy Prisma stuff that makes the labyrinth like not crazy in Prisma. Anyway, do I have to use like these two separate ones, or can I moss stand and ground? Ah, you bastard. All right, that's the problem then. Maybe if I read, I'd fucking understand, but nah. I wanted. The problem is the problem is I want to get up and get a bird's eye view of these freaking projectors as I'm placing them. That's so much more useful than fucking staring at the butt of the projector and being like, all right, I hope this is going in the right place. I think it is. I think it's connected. It seems legit, bruh. I couldn't decide if I was saying bruv, mate, bri. Looking legit, bruh, hen. All right. I should stop fucking moving and stop fucking talking, but here I go. Looking more into this dreamland. I just really want to see a Sloomba. That's a crystal Sloomba right there. All right. I don't really know much about what to expect from you. You're just a slime on a cloud. That's pretty cool. Oh, fuck me.